So how ready was Hong Kong for this new wave?
Well, Sherry, this is the worst outbreak ever for Hong Kong. It's looking like the city was pretty much caught off guard by this latest surge. Local infections have grown to 560 in about 2 weeks. That's close to half of those cases are untraceable, and it started to put a strain on the health system as well. The city is running out of isolation beds and testing capacity. And unlike other countries where mostly young people are getting infected, Hong Kong's outbreak is affecting an older group of patients, so perhaps raising the likelihood that more cases could turn critical. The government is now weighing stricter measures, perhaps that they need to put in place if cases continue to grow. The city has not implemented a lockdown since this outbreak began, but that is what they're weighing at this moment. And schools are also delaying openings as well. The city secretary of education saying international schools and kindergartens should not begin the new year earlier than August 17th because there are no signs of improvement in the virus yet.
And in Tokyo, that's obviously been another concern. Are we starting to see cases there seeing a bit more of a slowdown?
Right. We heard from the Tokyo governor, Yuriko Koike, and she said the cases have dropped below 200 for a second day, with 168 on Monday. Although, keep in mind, virus cases on Mondays are usually lower because hospitals are closed during the weekend, so there's fewer tests being done. At this point, officials have ruled out new restrictions for the virus, despite this recent surge. This campaign to boost regional tourism also starts this week as well, with Tokyo excluded. But we've seen some companies adjust too. Universal Studios in Osaka, for example, extending that expiration date of tickets by Tokyo residents. They're urging visitors from there to choose the timing of their trip carefully as well.
And Yvonne, India now ranking third in the world in terms of virus cases. What sort of drag is this having on the economy there?
Well, basically, activity has collapsed, Sherry. The state governments have announced local lockdowns now that last for another 1 to 2 weeks. Demand side has also stagnated. Well, Bloomberg Economics also has pulled together the high-frequency and alternative gauges to kind of see how things are at the moment. And you're basically seeing more cases and economic recovery that is stalling. There's indexes like a lockdown stringency that has been unchanged at around 74.1. The jobless rate rose to 7.9%. That's up from 7.4% just a week before that. Consumer sentiment has also dragged. You have traffic congestion also declined sharply to 25% during those peak hours on a Friday, and it was 34% the previous week as well. You look at things like retail and recreation, that showed a nearly 60% contraction.